Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear brothers and sisters. Welcome to the special session, which I pray bi'idhnillahi ta'ala will be a means by which you are sufficiently prepared for the best nights of the year. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your Ramadan. May Allah azza wa jal accept your Qiyam. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make you amongst those who catch Laylatul Qadr and who observe it imanan wa ihtisaban, as the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, with faith and seeking the reward. And may Allah Azza wa Jal allow this one night of yours to be greater than lifetimes of worship. Allahumma ameen. Before we get started, alhamdulillah, as we get into the last 10, there is so much that's going on at the Yaqeen channel that it might be hard for you to get through it all. So first and foremost, when it comes to the Ramadan series, you might notice that the theme changes in the last 10. It's almost like a mini series within the series. So if you've been watching the other side, the last 10 are about salvation. And so we went through the barzakh from this side, and then we went into when a person goes into the barzakh, did they make it or not? And then we go to that initial encounter with all of the elements of the barzakh, you alone with your deeds. And now we talk about reuniting, and we talk about the people, and we talk about the theme of salvation, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So please do tune in to the last 10, inshallah ta'ala, of the other side, and benefit from it, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and share it with others. Also, of course, we have Quran 30 for 30, and we have Midnight Majlis, where we are studying the book by Ibn Hazm, rahimahullah ta'ala, which will talk about many of the ways in which we could aim higher with our aspirations, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So tune into all of the stuff that we have going on. On top of that, I actually want to share with you that Yaqeen in its fundraising, like many other organizations, depends upon you, especially in these last 10 nights. You know, subhanAllah, as I was looking through the numbers and when we raise what we raise about 50% of what we raise in these last 10 nights. And that's something that's so significant, and it shows you the way the ummah responds. And so if you've been benefiting from Yaqeen, and if you've noticed that Yaqeen's content has only gotten better, that we've put out more resources, that we have more quality, that we're getting into the finer details, and inshallah ta'ala expanding our efforts, that is directly due to, after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's grace and bounty, your support. And so you're investing in this mission, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And just think about it. If you're benefiting from it, imagine the over 1 billion people who are benefiting from Yaqeen, walhamdulillah rabbil alameen, online, that have interacted with our content, and we're just getting started, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And so I want to make this appeal to you directly as someone who's a part of the family of Yaqeen. Every year we ask you to give, and we hope that you're seeing the translation of that donation into greater resources, more impactful resources, and the hard work that comes as a result of what you are investing into Yaqeen. We need you, inshallah ta'ala, in these blessed nights to invest in the mission. That means whatever you've given in the past, I want you to always at least match that donation the next year, because we will not be stagnant. We will always take it to the next level, inshallah ta'ala. And you will continue to see Yaqeen always growing in quality and quantity, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So whatever amount it's going to be, I need you to go ahead and plug in, inshallah ta'ala, your donation for the last 10 nights. These are the most blessed nights of the year. Your donation goes so far. There is so much barakah in your investment in Yaqeen, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And I hope, inshallah ta'ala, you've seen it in your own life. So please, whatever it may be, donate and plug in your donation and share with as many people as you can, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, so that we can continue to take it to the next level, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Now with that, tonight, inshallah ta'ala, I want to give you a full overview of how you can map out the next 10 nights, inshallah ta'ala, understand what they're all about, and have a game plan, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And I ask Allah Azza wa Jal to allow us all to catch Laylatul Qadr. Allahumma ameen. And I want to start with a visual, because so much about the other side was coming to terms with how we can't see, but we can somewhat perceive what is happening around us. And when there's barakah, especially when there is a blessed presence around us, then we truly start to feel the blessings in our lives. And I want to start with something, subhanAllah, I was thinking about in that regard, as it relates to the interaction with the angels in particular. And of course, I love talking about the angels. It's always been a fascinating subject to me. So you can imagine Laylatul Qadr, I kind of geek out when I start reading about the malaika in Laylatul Qadr. But it's actually not related to Laylatul Qadr. It's another narration altogether, where the Prophet ﷺ was one day praying with some of his companions. And as the Prophet ﷺ said, Sami'a Allahu liman hamida, a man responded after coming up from the ruku', Rabbana wa lakal hamd, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi. That to you, O Allah, belongs all praise, hamdan kathiran tayyiban mubarakan fi. Praise that is plentiful, that is pure, and that is blessed. And the Prophet ﷺ, he turned around after the salah, he said, who said that? Who was the one who said that? And the man said, it was me, Ya Rasulullah. The Prophet ﷺ said, رَأَيْتُ بِضْعَةً وَثَلَاثِينَ مَلَكًا, that I saw 30-something angels, and they were competing over that praise of yours. And he said, أَيُّهُمْ يَكْتُبُهَا أَوَّلْ, which of them would get to write it down first? Can you imagine? The Prophet ﷺ was taken aback by the scene of just 30 angels coming down to write down the praise of this one man after coming up from ruku' and saying something that we say on a regular basis. Imagine then the scene of Laylatul Qadr, right? The scene of all of these angels coming down, all of the traffic of billions and billions and billions of angels that are coming down to record their ibadah, to record the worship of that night, filling up the space between the heaven and the earth to the point that there is no space in the lanes. And the writing of the decree for the year is coming down. Imagine if you could perceive and see all of that descent on that blessed night. SubhanAllah, it's an awesome thought, an awesome sight, and it is as real as the things that we see right in front of us. And so I want you to think about it from that perspective. If only you could see. And I actually want to build upon that concept with Allah Azza wa Jalla saying, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ. Like, what would cause you to know what Laylatul Qadr is? How amazing Laylatul Qadr is? Because had Allah Azza wa Jalla not told us about Laylatul Qadr, then how would we be able to distinguish it from any other night of the year, right? Maybe some of the righteous would perceive something on that night, but the reality is the world would go on not knowing. I mean, just think of those who aren't Muslim and how they proceed on the night of Laylatul Qadr. They don't know. They know that the Muslims over there are fasting Ramadan, right? Some of them know that it's Ramadan right now, but they don't know the difference between Laylatul Qadr and other nights. And so Sufyan ibn Uyayna, rahimahullah ta'ala, says that when Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ, how would you know that? It's like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ, what would you know had Allah Azza wa Jalla not informed you of it? And what makes this so significant is that usually when Allah Azza wa Jalla uses that language, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ, وَمَا يُدْرِيكَ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is speaking about something of great terror that you are not perceiving. Something that should cause you great trepidation and fear because you're not paying attention to it, but it's right in front of you. So, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْقَارِعَةُ وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا الْحَاقَّةُ. When Allah is talking about the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about resurrection, and Allah Azza wa Jalla is talking about these awesome things that should cause great fear and trepidation. But here, when Allah Azza wa Jalla says, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ, it's actually about the incredible reward. Like, if only you knew how amazing this night is, if only you could perceive all of the elements of this night. And that brings us to the very name itself. Why is it named Laylatul Qadr? So there are multiple things that the scholars point out, and they're not necessarily in contradiction of one another. In fact, they are complementary to one another. So some of the scholars said that it's called the night of decree, Laylatul Qadr, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decrees provisions, fates, and all created things in the universe during this night. And then He reveals them to the angels to abide by. So Allah Azza wa Jal calls it the night of decree, Laylatul Qadr. And this is attributed to Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, Qatada rahimahullah, and others. Others mentioned that the name Laylatul Qadr speaks to its high esteem, its honor, its position. And so when you say Qadr, the Qadr of something, you're talking about how awesome it is, right? How great it is. And so they say that this is like when you say about a person that this is a person of great Qadr, right? This is a person of great esteem, great position. The third one is that the night is named so because whoever spends the night in worship is granted a greater honor than that which they ever had. And so it kind of builds off of the second meaning. And so their nobility with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Most High, is increased. And the fourth opinion is that it is named so because worship, the worship itself during this night, has tremendous value. By the way, Sheikh Yusuf Wahab, hafidahullah ta'ala, wrote a beautiful article on Yaqeen Institute. Inshallah ta'ala, we'll reference it in the comments, which talks about some of these different things. He translates a powerful treatise in this regard. So let's talk about this. Allah Azza wa Jal references it explicitly in two places. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna anzalnahu fi laylatin mubarakah, that verily we have sent it down on a blessed night. And Allah Azza wa Jalla says, Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Indeed, we have revealed it on the night of Al-Qadr. So what makes it so special? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala points it out right away in both verses, that what makes this night so special is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed the book on that night. And subhanAllah, as you think about all of the meanings of Qadr, all of the meanings of this word, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who has the greatest Qadr, sent the angel with the greatest Qadr to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam with the greatest Qadr, with the book with the greatest Qadr, in the month with the greatest Qadr. And it will have the greatest Qadr in terms of reward on the Day of Judgment. So let me break that down a bit, inshallah ta'ala. Allah Azza wa Jal, وَمَا قَدَرُ اللَّهَ حَقَّ قَدْرِ, that they did not give Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala His due right. Allah Azza wa Jal has the greatest esteem of anyone, anything. Nothing can be compared to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah Azza wa Jal sent with the angel with the greatest qadr, and that is Jibreel alayhi salam, the angel with the highest position, the highest esteem, to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who has the greatest qadr of the prophets, the greatest honor and esteem of the prophets. And he sent the book, the Quran, with the greatest qadr. All of the revelations from Allah Azza wa Jal are blessed, but this is the one with the greatest qadr. In the month with the greatest qadr, which is Ramadan, right? This month to the rest of the months of the year is, as Ibn al-Jawzi rahimahullah said, Yusuf alayhi salam to the rest of his brothers. 1 out of 12, and it forgives through that one all of the 11 as a result. Subhanallah. So it was in the month with the greatest qadr, and it will have the greatest qadr in terms of reward on the Day of Judgment. You know, there is nothing that you will find in the deen that translates to a greater reward with such a short amount of time, with such a small effort, like the worship of Laylatul Qadr. And so it is truly Laylatul Qadr in every way. Now, let's point out that Allah Azza wa Jal honored Ramadan and He honored Laylatul Qadr for the same reason. And it's important to say here that Ramadan is honored because of the Quran. The Quran is not honored because of Ramadan. And there's a difference between the two things. Because for many of us, we only pick up the Quran in Ramadan. And that is a faulty way to view the Quran. The month of Ramadan is special because Shahru Ramadan alladhi unzila fihi al-Quran. It is the month in which the Quran was revealed. Likewise, the night is special because it's the night in which the Quran was revealed. It's important to also point out that the Prophet ﷺ said in an authentic hadith that all of the revelations came in this month of Ramadan, coincided with this month of Ramadan. So the Suhuf of Ibrahim alayhi salam, the scrolls of Abraham, were sent on the first night of Ramadan. The Torah was revealed on the 6th of Ramadan. The Injil was revealed on the 13th of Ramadan. The Zabur was revealed on the 18th of Ramadan, the Psalms of David. And then the Quran was revealed on the 24th of Ramadan. Now, if you pay attention to this narration, you'll notice that the Quran, while just like the other scriptures, was revealed in the month of Ramadan, it's the only one of the scriptures that is mentioned as being revealed in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. So, what does this mean for us? What does the descent of the Quran mean? The scholars say that it has one of two meanings, or both. When Allah Azza wa Jal says that Inna anzalnahu, that we descended it, we revealed it on Laylatul Qadr. The first opinion is that Allah Azza wa Jal revealed it to Bayt al-Izzah, which is the house of glory, in written form from Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz, which is the preserved tablet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that night. So Allah Azza wa Jal transferred it to what is Bayt al-Izzah, a home of glory, to house the Quran from what was the decreed tablet, or Al-Lawh al-Mahfuz, the preserved tablet, and that is the opinion of many scholars. The second opinion is that it is ibtidat nuzulihi nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, that it is the beginning of the revelation to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, meaning that it is the night that Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam with Iqra. And some of the ulama say that this is referring to that exact moment, and they use as evidence the fact that Al-Qadr is 5 verses, right? Surah Al-Qadr is 5 verses. And it was revealed, or it is the surah after Al-Alaq, in which the first 5 verses were revealed to the Prophet ﷺ. So let me make that clear, inshallah ta'ala. Let me be a little bit slower with that. Surah Al-Alaq was not revealed in its entirety to the Prophet ﷺ in Hira in the very beginning. It was the first 5 verses of Surah Al-Alaq. Surah Al-Qadr is 5 verses, and it's placed immediately after Surah Al-Alaq. And so if you see the tartib, if you see the placement of the surahs in the Quran as having a divine scheme, then clearly there's an indication that this is referring to what happened on that night. Okay? And I want to actually point out here, subhanAllah, that everything about Laylatul Qadr, from a visual perspective, falls into these 2 buckets. There is the completely unperceived, and there is that which is perceived in limited fashion. What do I mean by that? The descent of the Quran, there was a process of the descent of the Quran in the heavens that was completely unperceived by man. And then there is the descent of the Quran from the heavens to the earth to our Prophet ﷺ, which was perceived by others, but with limited ability, right? No one felt the full weight of the Quran except for the Prophet ﷺ. No one saw everything that was happening with the descent of the Quran, all of the angels coming with the Quran to the Prophet ﷺ. So when you're talking about the Quran, there is what's happening completely out of our perception, and then there is that which was perceived in the limited sense. When you think about the transfer of Qadr itself, the transfer of the divine decree, Laylatul Qadr, and we'll go into detail inshallah ta'ala with this, the decree comes from a Lawh al-Mahfuz, right? So Allah Azza wa Jal decreed, and He wrote down His decree already in a Lawh al-Mahfuz, in the preserved tablet. And then there is the transfer of that decree from a Lawh al-Mahfuz to the scrolls of the angels. And then that descends to us. So there's something that happens completely out of our perception, and then there's something that happens that is limited in our perception. When it comes to the angels, certainly we can feel the presence of the angels in different ways, right? And some of the Sahaba felt it in much greater fashion, right? To the point that Allah Azza wa Jal blessed some of them to see the malaika, to actually see the angels in their moments of deep devotion. But even us, we can feel sakina, we can feel the tranquility with the presence of the angels. But there is a part where when we are remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the angels are remembering us as a result, or Allah is praising us to the angels, that's completely out of our perception. It's from the affairs of the heavens, and it has nothing to do with the earth. But then you have the secondary part of that, which is the descent of the angels upon the people of the earth with praise. So everything about Laylatul Qadr has these 2 dimensions, these 2 buckets. Now when it comes to Inna anzalnahu, verily we have revealed the Quran, both of these could be correct, meaning it could have happened in Ramadan where there was the transfer from a Lawh al-Mahfuz to Bayt al-Izzah, and it could have happened in Ramadan where the commencing of the revelation to the Prophet ﷺ in Ghar Hira also took place on that night. Some of the scholars also mentioned, not to belabor the point, they said anzalnahu typically refers to one time. And we know that the descent from a Lawh al-Mahfuz to Bayt al-Izzah was one time, but inna nahnu nazzalna dhikr, that verily we have revealed a dhikr, that takes place over time. And the revelation to the Prophet ﷺ, of course, was gradual, over 23 years and not at a single time. So that's why the majority of the scholars, they say that Laylatul Qadr was the first revelation, the first descent, and it may have also been the second descent as well. So شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر. And of course, subhanAllah, if the Quran would have come down to the Prophet ﷺ at one time, it wouldn't have been as great a miracle, because of course the Quran was speaking to incidents that were just happening, but with the same beauty, the same power, the same prophecy, right? With absolutely no decline in the beauty and in the perfection of the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that's number one. Number two, it would have been too overbearing on the Prophet ﷺ. I mean, subhanAllah, the initial descent, just a few verses, look what it did to the Prophet ﷺ. But imagine if the entire Quran came down on the Prophet ﷺ at one time. And so there are 2 levels of descent here, and Laylatul Qadr could encompass both of them. But as we said, the whole month was honored for the Quran, which honored this night as well. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. Laylatul Qadr is better than 1,000 months. I want to break this down in order, inshallah ta'ala, because I want to keep situating Laylatul Qadr in the greater discussion of Ramadan and the Quran. There are 3 authentic narrations from the Prophet ﷺ. One of them, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." Whoever fasts Ramadan with faith and seeking the reward, he will be forgiven for all of his sins. Another authentic narration, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Man qama Ramadan." Whoever stands up in prayer in the nights of Ramadan, imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbihi. He will be forgiven for all of his previous sins. And then finally, the Prophet ﷺ mentions that whoever prays Laylatul Qadr, imanan wa ihtisaban, ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. The same words are used. With faith and seeking the reward, he will be forgiven for all of his sins. The scholars mentioned that each one of these is a safety blanket for the other. So if there was a deficiency in your fasting, in your siyam, then your qiyam, bi'idhnillah, your prayer at night, would fill up that deficiency. And if you are lacking throughout the nights of Ramadan in qiyam, then the observance of Laylatul Qadr, that one night, hopefully will fill the void bi'idhnillahi ta'ala and catch you. And this gives you some context, subhanAllah, to the anger of Jibreel alayhi salam at the person who Ramadan comes upon and leaves and he's not forgiven. Like when Jibreel alayhi salam curses the person who Ramadan comes upon him and Ramadan departs him and he's not forgiven. You have to be going out of your way to miss the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Jibreel alayhi salam, who is so embedded in all of these different elements of Ramadan, right, knows the virtue of this month, knows the virtue of that night. How could you still not be forgiven when you have Laylatul Qadr, when you just have to get it right for this one night to be forgiven? SubhanAllah. So truly it shows you the way that Allah Azza wa Jal deals with this ummah, the beauty of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deals with this ummah, the mercy that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to us, and the grace and the opportunity that Allah Azza wa Jal gives to us for His forgiveness. And the Prophet ﷺ says as well, when he says, seek Laylatul Qadr in the last 10 nights, he said, فَإِنْ ضَعُفَ أَحَدُكُمْ أَوْ عَجَزْ, that if one of you, slacked or showed weakness in the earlier parts of Ramadan, like if you feel like you were deficient, and most of us would say that we feel a bit deficient with how we started Ramadan, the Prophet ﷺ says, فَلَا يُغْلَبَنَّ عَلَى السَّبْعِ الْبَوَاقِي, then do not let yourself miss out on what exists in the last week. So if you slacked in the beginning of Ramadan, now's not the time to despair over your slacking in the beginning of Ramadan. Now's the time to not miss out on what's ahead bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, that can expiate and that can raise your rank in a way that the month of Ramadan is intended to do for you as a whole. And the Prophet ﷺ also mentioned in narration that إِنَّ هَذَا الشَّهْرَ قَدْ حَضَرَكُمْ, that verily this month has come upon you. وَفِيهِ لَيْلَةٌ خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ, and in it is a night that is greater than 1,000 months. So when he's introducing the month of Ramadan, he's already introducing Laylatul Qadr sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he said sallallahu alayhi wasallam, مَنْ حُرِمَهَا فَقَدْ حُرِمَ الْخَيْرَ كُلَّهُ, whoever is deprived of that night is deprived of all good. Whoever is deprived of that night is deprived of all good. And he said, وَلَا يُحْرَمُ خَيْرَهَا إِلَّا مَحْرُومٌ, and no one would be deprived of this night except for one who is truly a deprived human being. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us, and may Allah Azza wa Jalla not count us amongst the deprived. Allahumma ameen. And so what that means is you really have to do something to be deprived in order to be deprived. You have to put a barrier between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That is the case for Ramadan, that's the case for your fasting, that's the case for your qiyam as a whole, and that's the case for your Laylatul Qadr. And the fact that Allah Azza wa Jal allows you, on the other hand, to catch Laylatul Qadr, it means that He's destined for you something amazing. So you're either deprived or you're amongst those who is blessed. And you don't fall in between those two categories, you're one of the two. And if you're amongst those who catches Laylatul Qadr, then bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, on this night of decree, Allah Azza wa Jal decrees for you something that is blessed. And you have to ask yourself, is there something that's keeping you from this blessing, some sin that you keep insisting upon? And if so, then now's the time to do away with those things that would cause you to be deprived. Now when Allah Azza wa Jalla says خَيْرٌ مِّنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ, it is better than 1,000 months, which would be 83 years. Many of us make the mistake of thinking that Allah Azza wa Jalla says this is a night that is equal to Alfi Shahr, a night that is equal to 1,000 months. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says it is better than 1,000 months. There's a narration in Muwatta that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he saw a'mar al-nasi qabla. He saw the ages, the lifespans of the people that had come before him. And the Prophet ﷺ noticed that there was a shortness in the lifespan of his ummah as compared to those that came before him, ﷺ, meaning people used to live generally longer. And so the Prophet ﷺ recognized in that they would not be able, لا يبلغ من العمل مثل الذي بلغ غيرهم في طول العمر, that they would not be able to achieve the same amount of good deeds because those that were before them had longer lifespans than them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أعطاه Laylatul Qadr. Allah Azza wa Jal gave him Laylatul Qadr as a result of that khayrun min alfi shahr, which is better than 1,000 months. Think about this, by the way. The Prophet ﷺ said that the lifespan of my ummah is بين الستين والسبعين, between 60 and 70 years. Allah Azza wa Jal gave the Prophet ﷺ a night that is greater than 83 years. And it shows you how the Prophet ﷺ is rahmatan lil alameen, how he is a mercy to the worlds. وَلَسَوْفَ يُعْطِيكَ رَبُّكَ فَتَرْضَى. Allah will give you until you are pleased, O Muhammad ﷺ. The same Prophet who on the Day of Judgment will be interceding on behalf of every single person in this ummah, even the major sinners from this ummah. The same person, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, was already looking towards how we could have the maximum impact and the maximum reward. Imam Hassan al-Basri, rahimahullah, one of the narrations from him, he said that Al-Kawthar was a gift for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he wanted something for this ummah. So Allah Azza wa Jal gave him Laylatul Qadr. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is not satisfied with his own rank being high, but he wants his entire ummah to have that high rank, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Now you know why you're so bakhil, you're stingy, when you don't say sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and you're in the same category as the one who Jibreel alayhi salam mentioned, Ramadan comes upon you and leaves and you are not forgiven. So let's go to khayru min alfi shahr. What does it mean that it's better than 1,000 months? Allah Azza wa Jal mentions that we have revealed it on Laylatul Mubarakah, a blessed night. And Mubarakah, barakah means something is increased. In its smallness or in its shortness, there is a greatness in its increase. And so when you have barakah in your time, when you have blessing in your time, there's an increase in what you're able to do in that time. When you have barakah in your wealth, then there's an increase. There's more that comes out of your dollar than someone who has 10 or 100, but no barakah in that 100. And so Laylatul Mubarakah means that despite the shortness of the night, there is so much blessing to be achieved in that night. And of course, this is the case with Ramadan as a whole. That's why we say Ramadan Mubarak, right? As Zuhri rahimahullah ta'ala says, one tasbih in Ramadan, one subhanallah in a day of Ramadan is worth 1,000 tasbihs outside of Ramadan. So what does that mean then for a night in Ramadan? What does that mean for one of the last 10 nights of Ramadan? What does that mean for Laylatul Qadr itself? If you just took an average tasbih, subhanallah, in the day of Ramadan, on a regular day of Ramadan, and it's worth 1,000, imagine how much more Mubarak, how much more blessed, how much more increase there is in a deed that is done in the last 10 nights and on Laylatul Qadr in particular. And this is similar to when the Prophet ﷺ mentions that when a person does a good deed, that Allah Azza wa Jal rewards it by 10, up to 700, up to whatever He wills. And so 10 is the minimum, right? So for example, your fard salah, every one of your prayers is worth 10 prayers, because Allah Azza wa Jal initially legislated 50 prayers for this ummah, and then through the night of Isra al-Mi'raj, it was turned into 5, but Allah Azza wa Jal announced that those 5 prayers would be equivalent to 50 prayers. And so when you think about a scale of good deeds, there is 10 times, which is the bare minimum of how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewards a good deed that is done for His sake. It goes up to 700, up to whatever Allah Azza wa Jal wills, meaning something that cannot even be comprehended. And so Laylatul Qadr falls in that above 700, right? The bare minimum of Laylatul Qadr is that a person would get 83 years. Right, would get 1,000 months. That's if you just observe the basic rights of Laylatul Qadr, and Allah Azza wa Jal recorded it for you. But that doesn't include all the ibadah that's done on that night. That doesn't include all the extra that's done on that night. And so you are in that category, bidnillahi ta'ala, which is way above anything that could possibly be recorded. And so now you understand again, man hurima khayraha faqad hurim. A person who is deprived of its good has indeed been deprived. Now when Allah Azza wa Jal also says, أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ, that we have revealed it on a blessed night, then that means that you should be engaged on that night in anything that is mubarak, anything that is blessed, and you should also be mubarak to everything and everyone around you. Right? So when Isa alayhi salam says, وَجَعَلْنِي مُبَارَكًا أَيْنَمَا كُنْتَ, Allah made me blessed wherever I may be. Be someone who is engaged in those last 10 nights in something that's blessed at all times, and be a blessing to other than you, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, on that night, whether that's through the kindness that you show, or the sadaqah, or the dua that you make for people, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Now the next feature of Laylatul Qadr is the angels. So, إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ إِنَّا أَنزَلْنَاهُ فِي لَيْلَةٍ مُبَارَكَةٍ. And Allah Azza wa Jal mentions, وَمَا أَدْرَاكَ مَا لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ لَيْلَةُ الْقَدْرِ خَيْرٌ مِنْ أَلْفِ شَهْرٍ تَنَزَّلُ الْمَلَائِكَةُ وَالرُّوحُ فِيهَا. The angels come down, and Ar-Ruh, Jibreel alayhi salam, is amongst that gathering of angels, that descent of the angels. And subhanAllah, you'll notice that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions the descent of the angels, He says, Tanazzalul malaika. It's like dawning upon you that there are so many angels that are coming down. It's incredible. وَالرُّوحُ فِيهَا. And amongst them is Jibreel alayhi salam. Allah Azza wa Jal is saying this in a means of conveying the great reward, the incredible blessing of that descent. When Allah Azza wa Jal mentions the Day of Judgment, which is in the spirit of authority and fear, يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الرُّوحُ وَالْمَلَائِكَةُ, the day that Jibreel alayhi salam, so Allah mentioned Jibreel first, that even though he is Shadidul Quwa, he is who he is, that Jibreel is standing in the front line with all of the angels in their rows. لا يتكلمون, no one is speaking unless Allah Azza wa Jal gives them permission. So here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is mentioning that Jibreel alayhi salam, who brought it down to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the first place, commemorates it by coming down every single year on that night. And he does what all of the angels are doing. He's sending salam, 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 salam. And subhanAllah, if you think about what you should aim for, when you think about the angels that are descending, I don't want any angel descending upon me, even though I want all of the angels to descend, and we welcome the presence of all of the angels bidnillahi ta'ala that night. But imagine if it's your house, if it's your masjid, that Jibreel alayhi salam descends upon you, that you're one of those whose name is recorded by Jibreel alayhi salam, who came down with the revelation in the first place to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. May Allah Azza wa Jal make us amongst them. Allahumma ameen. You'll notice as well, tanazzalul malaika, right? Inna anzalnahu tanazzalul malaika. Again, the descent. Some of the scholars said tanazzul refers to the speed at which they come down, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. Some of them said they come softly, right? So they don't come with a heavy presence. And when they come at death, of course, they come down with a heavy presence. And there's something powerful here, that when it came down upon the Prophet ﷺ initially, when the Quran came to the Prophet ﷺ initially, when Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet ﷺ initially, it was heavy. It caused distress initially to the Prophet ﷺ. But now it's his source of comfort, alayhi salatu wasalam, and he waits anxiously, always, for the descent of Jibreel alayhi salam. And Laylatul Qadr for us reflects that, right? That you are longing for the descent of the angels to record you as you are reciting the Quran. And that comes with the knowledge of what's happening now. And so, as Imam Shawkani rahimahullah ta'ala mentions, that in Surah Al-Alaq, you're searching. In Surah Al-Qadr, you know. Meaning in Surah Al-Alaq, the Prophet ﷺ is described, and we, by extension, are searching for the truth. And we read, and we come to know who Allah Azza wa Jal is. Laylatul Qadr, we know, and we want, and we desire, and we long for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the angels come down on that night to send salam to all of the believers. And Imam Hajar rahimahullah ta'ala mentions in the halaqat of dhikr, in the gatherings of remembrance, that when the Prophet ﷺ mentions that the sakina descends upon them, that is binuzul al-malaika, with the coming of the angels upon a people, that tranquility comes with that. And so there's great tranquility on that night of Laylatul Qadr that's not there for the rest of the year. And subhanAllah, if you've ever walked out on a night where it just felt so different. And Allah knows best, but subhanAllah, you just feel like this is such a different night. It is indeed that these things are simultaneous, the descent of the angels and the tranquility. So for everyone who is worshipping on that night, there are angels between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's throne that are mentioning your name all the way with praise, that are transferring and recording that praise going up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is no space in the heavens because of how many angels are coming down to send salam. As Abu Hurairah radiallahu ta'ala anhu, it's authentically narrated that he said, الملائكة ليلة القدر في الأرض أكثر من عدد الحصى. That the angels on that night of Laylatul Qadr are more than the rocks on the earth. There are more malaika than rocks, than stones on the earth on that night. I mean, just think about that, right? The smallest pebbles. There are more angels than that. In another narration, more angels than all of the stars in the galaxy on Laylatul Qadr. And it makes sense. The angels look for the halaqat of dhikr. They look for the places of remembrance and knowledge on a normal day. Imagine on Laylatul Qadr when the people are standing in prayer in the millions. And it makes them happy when يَسْتَغْفِرُونَ لِلَّذِينَ آمَنُوا. They seek forgiveness for the believers. And on that night, Allah Azza wa Jal is forgiving so many people. And the angels love ibadah. And Imam Sha'bi rahimahullah ta'ala mentions that it's called Laylatul Salam, the night of salam, because the angels are constantly sending their salam upon the believers in their masajid. So these angels who love ilm, these angels who love tawbah, these angels who love sadaqah, they're all over you. And so do the actions that bring the angels into your presence. And this is just an advice for you, subhanAllah, just think about this. Befriend the angels on that night. Befriend the angels on that night. Why? Because most people lose their Laylatul Qadr because of their interactions with other people. Instead, don't befriend other people on that night. Befriend the malaika. Befriend the angels. Keep yourself in the companionship of the angels, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, doing the deeds that they would celebrate. And of course, seeking Allah's pleasure all along, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Then you have where Allah Azza wa Jal mentions, فِيهَا يُفْرَقُ كُلُّ أَمْرٍ حَكِيمٍ. That it is that night that every precise matter is made distinct. It is Laylatul Qadr because it is the night of divine decree where, yes, the angels are recording your worship and taking it back up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, but they're also recording the decree and bringing it down to this earth. And so on that night in Laylatul Qadr, يفصل من اللوح المحفوظ إلى الكتبة أمر السنة, that everything that is to be made clear for that year is given to the angels from اللوح المحفوظ, which only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has access to. وما يكون فيها من الآجال والأرزاق وما يكون فيها إلى آخرها. That Allah Azza wa Jal mentions that or Allah will give to them everything that will happen that year in terms of lifespans, in terms of sustenance, and everything that is to happen afterwards. And when Allah Azza wa Jal says every amr hakim, that it is precise. When Allah Azza wa Jal uses the word hakim here, the scholars say in tafsir, it means muhkam, that there is no changing of it. So it's authoritative. It comes down from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is authoritative. And you'll also see what Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma said, يكتب من أم الكتاب في ليلة القدر ما يكون في السنة من موت وحياة ورزق ومطر حتى الحج. He said that everything that is to happen that year is written on that night, from death and life to sustenance to the rain, subhanAllah, the weather forecast, right? And even Hajj. Who's going to do Hajj? So the real Hajj visas get issued on that night. He said, يُقَالُ يَحُجُّ فُلَانْ وَيَحُجُّ فُلَانْ. Imagine the processing of the visas in the heavens, that so-and-so will do Hajj, and so-and-so will do Hajj. And then he said something, subhanAllah, that was just so powerful, because there's a visual that he gives here. He says, وَإِنَّكَ لَتَرَى الرَّجُلَ يَمْشِي فِي الْأَسْوَاقِ وَقَدْ وَقَعَ اسْمُهُ فِي الْمَوْتِ. He said that you will see a person walking that night, and Allah Azza wa Jal just wrote down his name amongst the dead. So someone just walked in the masjid, said salam to you, prayed next to you, sat next to you. Someone is going about their night, and at that very moment, the note came from a lawh al-mahfuz, from the preserved tablet, to the records of the angels, that you are going to die that year, that your death is coming that year. And none of us know which one of us has that written for them. And so this is the night of divine decree, the night in which the pens and the pages are constantly in use, coming from the preserved tablet. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that what is decreed for us is only khair, is only good. Allahumma ameen. So these are the reasons why it's called Laylatul Qadr. You have the descent of the Quran, you have the reward of the worship itself, the station of the person elevated, you have the descent of the angels, you have the descent of the divine decree. How do you think the Prophet ﷺ would react to such a night? You know, subhanAllah, like right now as I'm recording this, the wind is blowing so hard outside that the doors are shaking. And when the Prophet ﷺ, when the wind would blow hard, the Messenger of Allah ﷺ would, rush to the masjid. So imagine, if he would rush to his worship for that, knowing all of this about Laylatul Qadr, what do you think the Prophet ﷺ is going to do? Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha wa an abiha, she says, كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا دخل العشر أحيا الليل وأيقظ أهله وجد وشد المئزر. She said that he would give life to the night. What a beautiful way to describe the worship of the Prophet ﷺ. He gave life to the night when the last 10 would come. And he would wake up his family, so he wouldn't forget his family. Everyone has to be involved in this great pursuit. And he would be so determined, and he would tie his waist belt, like, now it's serious. And this is the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who on a regular day, a regular night, like who could match the Qiyam of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam on a regular night? Imagine just his nights in Ramadan as a whole. Who could match the sadaqah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the charity of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam outside of Ramadan? Imagine in Ramadan where he's more generous than the blowing wind. And so when Aisha radiallahu anha, who describes that the most amazing thing she ever saw of the Prophet ﷺ was his qiyam, imagine when she's describing that she was even more amazed by his qiyam sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the way that he would act in these last 10 nights in particular. Nafi', the freed servant of Abdullah ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with them, he said that Abdullah ibn Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhuma showed me exactly where the Prophet ﷺ used to pitch his tent. So he would pitch his tent in the masjid sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he says, وَقَدْ أَرَانِي عَبْدُ اللَّهِ رضي الله تعالى عنه المكان الذي كان يعتكف فيه رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم من المسجد. That he would show me exactly where the Prophet ﷺ would do his i'tikaf in the masjid. And so there's a particular place that he pitched his tent sallallahu alaihi wasallam in these last 10 days. Now, there's one year that the Prophet ﷺ did 20 days of i'tikaf, and there's a beautiful story behind it, or a powerful story behind it. Back to Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha, that she asked the Prophet ﷺ if she could pitch a tent next to his tent, so she could perform i'tikaf too. And the Prophet ﷺ permitted her to pitch a tent as well. So Hafsa radiallahu ta'ala anha was team Aisha radiallahu anha usually when it came to the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. So she asked Aisha to take his permission for her. So the Prophet ﷺ did so. Now Zainab radiallahu ta'ala anha, Zainab bin Jahsh, when she saw that happening, then she said, wait a minute, there's rivalry now, right? So she asked for a tent to be pitched for her as well. So now the Prophet ﷺ has these 3 tents, and the Prophet ﷺ, he comes out and he sees these tents, and he said, what are these tents? And they said, these are the tents of Aisha, Hafsa, and Zainab. And the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-birra aradna bihada ma ana bimu'takif. He said, is it righteousness that they intended by doing so? He said, you know what? I'm not going to perform i'tikaf this year. So he went home and he left them there to perform their i'tikaf instead. And then when the month was over, then he performed i'tikaf for 10 days in the month of Shawwal, or some of the narrations suggest that the following year he stayed for 20 nights, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So that's one way to see the seerah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. For all of us though, it's the last 10, right? And this is your chance to salvage Ramadan. And Allah made it in the last 10 so you could prepare yourself in the first 20. Can you just imagine if Laylatul Qadr was in the first 10 of Ramadan, where your body's still getting used to fasting, where the first few nights of Taraweeh, they feel very difficult because your legs aren't used to it, your back's not used to it. Think of Sha'ban to Ramadan. Sha'ban is a time in which you can fast, in which you get yourself ready for Ramadan, right? You prepare yourself for Ramadan. And if you fast a lot in Sha'ban, then your body is ready so that the first few days of fasting in Ramadan are not difficult because there isn't much of an adjustment in terms of the bodily nature of fasting. Think of the mercy of Allah Azza wa Jal in giving us the first 20 days to get our sleep schedules right, to get our bodies right, to make fasting so normal and natural to us, to get us used to Taraweeh prayer, which is just Qiyam, right, in the masjid or even at home. And Allah Azza wa Jal put it in those last 10, so now we're fully prepared to reap the spiritual rewards Bidnillahi ta'ala. So the discussion becomes then, when is Laylatul Qadr? Multiple opinions, as you can imagine. There's one opinion from Ikramah where he said it was the 15th of Sha'ban. And this is of course wrong because Allah Azza wa Jalla said شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن, right? And إنا أنزلناه في ليلة القدر. So it has to be in Ramadan. You have the opinion of Imam bin Hazm rahimahullah ta'ala who mentions it in the beginning of the first 10, so the 20th or the 21st. You have the opinion of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri and Ibn Abbas radiyallahu anhuma, the early opinion that mentions it as the 23rd night of Ramadan. You have an opinion of Ibn Umar radiyallahu anhuma, that's the 24th or the 25th night of Ramadan. And then you have the opinion of Ubay ibn Ka'ab, the later opinion of Ibn Abbas, and many other scholars who say that it's the 27th night of Ramadan. And they have their evidences for that. And then you have other scholars who say that every year it changes to a different night, with it being more likely in the odd nights. Again, we have an article that goes through all of these opinions and how they were justified. And Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah ta'ala, he mentions in his commentary of the hadith of Sahih Muslim that this is the best way to harmonize the ahadith, is that it can change from year to year. That it could be on the 23rd one year, and then it could be on the 25th the next year, it could be the 27th the year after that. So it moves within the last 10 nights of Ramadan. That is the opinion of a great majority, or not a great majority, but of many of the scholars of Islam. And it's the one that allows us to strive most throughout the last 10 nights. There's a weak narration that if an odd night coincides with Laylatul Jum'ah, and I mention this because we hear it every year, with the night of Friday, which would technically be Thursday night, then that's more likely to be Laylatul Qadr. Imam bin Rajab rahimahullah mentions this in Lata'if al-Ma'arif, but there isn't a solid proof of this. So could it be that because the night of Friday, which is a blessed night, if it coincides with an odd night of Ramadan, that it's that? Allahu A'lam. It could indeed be that there's a greater likelihood, but still, are you going to miss out on the other nights as a result of it? Imam al-Razi rahimahullah ta'ala, he says that Allah did not tell you when Laylatul Qadr is, or it was not conveyed to us through the Prophet ﷺ, because He didn't want people to fall into sin. Because if you knew what exact night it was and you missed it, then think about how sinful you would be. Like if you knew it was one night of the year and you still didn't worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on that night, then think about how sinful you would be. Now there is this narration where Abu Salama radiallahu ta'ala anhu says that انطلقت إلى أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله تعالى عنه. I went to Abu Sa'id radiallahu ta'ala anhu and I said, will you not go out and take a walk with us in the garden so that we can talk to you? So he came out and I asked him, what have you heard from the Prophet ﷺ about Laylatul Qadr? And he said that the Prophet ﷺ made i'tikaf for the first 10 nights of Ramadan. This is really interesting. And then Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he said to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, "Inna ladhi tatlubu amamak," that which you are seeking is still ahead of you. So the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam stood up on the 10th, and he said sallallahu alayhi wasallam that Jibreel alayhi salam came to me and he told me that which is or sought is still ahead of you. So we stayed with the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam for another 10, and then on the 20th, Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And he said to him again, Inna ladhi tatlubu amamak, that verily that which you seek is still ahead of you. So the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that on the 20th of Ramadan. He said, Man kana i'takafa ma'a nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam falyarji', whoever was doing i'tikaf with the Prophet ﷺ, come back to the masjid. And he says, فَإِنِّي أُرِيتُ Laylatul Qadr. He said, I saw Laylatul Qadr, وَإِنِّي نُسِيتُهَا. I was caused to forget the exact night. And he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that it is fil ashr al-awakhir, it is from the last 10. And he said, وَفِي witrin, and it is one of the odd of the last 10. And he said, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, وَإِنِّي رَأَيْتُ كَأَنِّي أَسْجُدُ فِي طِينٍ وَمَاءٍ. I see myself as if I'm making sujood in mud and in water. So basically that whatever that night's going to be in the last 10, I saw a vision of what it looks like, a dream, that I'm making sujood in mud and in water. And it was that year that on the 23rd night, there was rain, and it was a beautiful rain. And subhanAllah, there was no trace, Abu Sa'id radiallahu anhu says, there was no trace of clouds in the sky. And then suddenly, a cloud came right over us. And I remember this, subhanAllah, in 2019, in Hajj, that year in Arafah. It was so hot, and then suddenly, like this cloud just came right over Arafah, and started to rain over us. So he said, suddenly a cloud came out and it rained over us, and the prayer was established, and the Prophet ﷺ prostrated in mud and water, and you could see it on his nose and his forehead, and that was the 23rd night. And there are other Sahaba that also document the same incident, such as Abdullah ibn Unais in a narration in Sahih Muslim. So, last 10 odd nights. Side note, the scholars say Surah Al-Qadr has 5 ayat, and Laylatul Qadr therefore is on 5 possible nights. So it's on an odd night of the 5 odd nights, according to some scholars who looked at it in that way. In another narration from Ibn Abbas radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, the Prophet ﷺ said, "Iltamisuha fil ashr al-awakhir," that seek it in the last 10 nights. But the Prophet ﷺ said that it is fi tasi'atin tabqa, it is in the it is when 9 nights remain, or when 7 nights remain, or when 5 nights remain. Some of the scholars took this very interestingly. They said, therefore, the odd nights would not really be known until the end of the month. Because if you're looking backwards, right, when 9 nights remain of Ramadan, or 7 nights remain of Ramadan, or 5 nights remain of Ramadan, you're not really going to know that until Ramadan is over, right? So they said that there's actually something very interesting. You'd have to look at the hadith backwards in this regard. Of course, that's a minor opinion because the Prophet ﷺ is teaching us to seek, and so therefore you're looking from this way. But it gives some greater perspective to really pay attention to the even nights, because the even nights might in fact be odd. There's also the narration from Aisha radiallahu ta'ala anha where she mentioned, Ya Rasulullah, if I see that it's Laylatul Qadr, if I'm in a night that's Laylatul Qadr, what dua should I make? And the Prophet ﷺ taught her to make a dua for the entire last 10 nights. And surely, if the Prophet ﷺ knew which night it was, he would have told her, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. In another narration, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned that he had the night, but he was made to forget it when he saw the companions arguing, that it was lifted from him, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so you think about moon fighting, and you think about the arguments that happen in the masajid, and all of these other things. SubhanAllah, an argument caused it to be lost. In any case, it was taken from the Prophet ﷺ in terms of the exact date. And the Prophet ﷺ would worship for all of the last 10, including the even nights. Some of the scholars also mentioned that one of the wisdoms of praying the even nights as well is al-ihtiyat, that it could be in case of naqs al-hilal, in case of the moon sighting having been wrong. And subhanAllah, especially in these days where you have so many different methods, and sometimes you have chaos in the determination of the beginning of Ramadan. Are you sure that your odd night is actually an odd night, right? And I think for most of us, we would say that it's probably not a good idea to take that type of a risk. Now, is there any wisdom, or is there anything to point to specifying it later on? Ibn Umar radiallahu anhuma mentions that some of the companions of the Prophet ﷺ, they saw a dream of Laylatul Qadr in the last week of Ramadan. In the last week of Ramadan. And the Prophet ﷺ said, I see that your dreams agree regarding the last week. So whoever wants to seek Laylatul Qadr, then seek it in the last week, which means look for it in the last 7 nights. Now, was he talking about that year, or was he talking about in general, sallallahu alaihi wasallam? There's also the narration, Abu al-Khair says that As-Sanabihi asked me, when did you migrate? And Abu al-Khair said, we went out from Yemen as migrants, and we arrived in Al-Juhfa. And then there came a rider whom I asked about the news, and the rider said, we buried the Prophet ﷺ 5 days ago. I asked As-Sanabihi, did you hear anything about Laylatul Qadr? He said, Bilal, the mu'adhin of the Prophet ﷺ, informed me that it is one of the 7 nights of the last 10 of Ramadan. And that hadith is in Al-Bukhari. Let's start with the opinion that's the 23rd. Remember that incident that took place where the Prophet ﷺ had the mud on his face? Well, that turned out to be the 23rd. Abdullah ibn Unais radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he narrates that I was present at the gathering of Banu Salima, and I was the youngest of them. And the people said, who will ask the Prophet ﷺ for us about Laylatul Qadr? And this was on the 21st of Ramadan. So I went out and I prayed Maghrib alongside the Prophet ﷺ, and then I stood at the door of his house. He passed by me and he said to come in. I entered his house, and then the food was brought. When the Prophet ﷺ finished his food, he stood up and I stood up with him. And the Prophet ﷺ said, كَأَنَّ لَكَ حَاجَةً, perhaps you have some need of me. And I said, yes, O Rasulullah, some of the people of Banu Salima asked me to ask you about Laylatul Qadr. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Kam al-Layla, which night is tonight? So I said, the 22nd. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Hiya Layla, that it's tonight. And then the Prophet ﷺ withdrew, and then the Prophet ﷺ turned around and he said, Aw al-Qabila, or it may be the following night, which could be the 23rd night. SubhanAllah, very interesting hadith. And the implication is, don't get too comfortable and worship on all of the last nights. But that taken with the incident from Abu Sa'id, in which indeed that year it seems that Laylatul Qadr was on the 23rd night, indicates that the 23rd night does have something to it. Now, there are far more narrations that indicate the 27th in particular, and this is a great group of the ulama who believed in the 27th night, holding particular significance. And this starts with Ubay ibn Ka'b, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, who is one of the imams of the Sahaba of the Quran. He is the one who was leading Salatul Tarawih, that Umar radiallahu anhu gathered the people behind in Salah for Salatul Tarawih. So imagine when this man swears, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, that Laylatul Qadr is on the 27th night. And it was said to him, your brother, Ibn Mas'ud, radiallahu ta'ala anhu, says that whoever stands for the night prayer throughout the year would catch Laylatul Qadr. And he said, rahimahullah, may Allah have mercy on him. He said that because he didn't want people to just rely on their worship for one night. Basically, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud was saying, if you want to catch Laylatul Qadr, worship Allah every night of the year. But he's saying that he knew that it was on the 27th night, and he took an oath. He swore by Allah that it was the 27th night. And I said to him, Ya Aba Mundhir, who's Ubay ibn Ka'b, on what basis do you say that? And he said, by the sign in which the Prophet ﷺ gave us, that it is on the day that the sun would rise without having any ray in it. So again, in his mind, he was saying that, Ibn Mas'ud didn't want people to get too comfortable, but we, the companions, know that it is the 27th night of Ramadan. There's also a narration from Muawiyah, one that's attributed to the Prophet ﷺ in Sunan Abi Dawood, and more likely, more authentic to him, mawquf to him, where the Prophet ﷺ is saying, or he is saying, Laylatul Qadri, Laylatu Sab'in wa Ashreen, that Laylatul Qadr is the night of the 27th. It doesn't get as clear as that. Now, Ibn Hajar rahimahullah has over 40 statements of the ulama debating which one is the night of Laylatul Qadr, and he also says that this saying is most likely of Muawiyah radiallahu anhu and not the saying of the Prophet ﷺ himself, especially considering that Muawiyah himself has a narration in which he says, seek it until the very last night. So why would he contradict himself if he believed it to be only exclusively on the 27th night? Now, there's another question here is, well, did the Prophet ﷺ in any observable way worship differently on the 27th night? And there's a narration from Nu'aym ibn Ziyad that I heard in Nu'man ibn Bashir radiallahu ta'ala anhu on the minbar in Hims in Syria. And he said that we prayed Qiyam with the Prophet ﷺ during Ramadan on the night of the 23rd until 1/3 of the night had passed. And then we prayed Qiyam with him on the night of the 25th and 1/2 of the night had passed. And then we prayed Qiyam with him on the night of the 27th until we thought that we were going to miss al-falah, which is as-suhur. Meaning we prayed the entire night on the 27th night. So clearly, at least for that year, the Prophet ﷺ did worship longer on the 27th night. There's also another authentic narration about an old man who says to the Prophet ﷺ that he's sick and he can't worship every night. And he said, which night should I push myself most? And the Prophet ﷺ said, alayka bis-sabi'a, focus on the 7th of the last 10. How do we reconcile all of these ahadith? There's a strong possibility that it is indeed on the 27th. And there is a strong possibility that it is on the 23rd, if you look at 27th to 23rd. But what we know is that it is on one of the last odd nights, and that you don't actually know which of the nights are odd. So you have to worship every single one of those last 10 as if it is that night. Now, there's still wisdom, though, in that old man talking to the Prophet ﷺ. If you have circumstances where you can only push yourself, let's say you can only take off of work for 5 of the 10 nights, or 3 of the 10 nights, then yes, you can prioritize the 27th to 23rd. But otherwise, push yourself throughout the last 10, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And there's just one thing that I want you to focus on. The Prophet ﷺ, when he said about him being made to forget Laylatul Qadr, he said, وَعَسَىٰ أَن يَكُونَ خَيْرًا لَكُمْ, that it may be better for you that it has been taken away. What that means is that, think about all of the tawbah, all of the ibadah in those other 9 nights. right? How beautiful is that? It might be on one of those 9 nights that you have your sincere tawbah with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and coming back to Allah azza wa jal. And so it's good for us to be on our toes. It's good for us to continue to seek bidnillahi ta'ala. Now, of the signs of Laylatul Qadr, if you took all of the narrations, it is a night that is samha, a night that is tranquil, a night in which the weather is calm, and that the sun rises and it does not have rays coming out of it. This is a distinctive sign that the Prophet ﷺ mentioned of that. And Qadi Iyad rahimahullah ta'ala mentions that perhaps the reason why the sun loses its rays on that morning, the morning after, is because of the amount of angels that are coming up and down. Like subhanAllah, the light of the angels takes the light of the sun. And so in one narration, the sun rises the next day like a brass dish. It has no rays until it has risen to its highest point. And that's an authentic narration. So subhanAllah, there's beauty to the sunrise the next day, and it looks in a certain way. But again, like if it looks great on the 21st, don't be like, oh, I probably missed it. Because I've seen years in which the sun looks that way 2 or 3 mornings. And you never know which one it's going to be. And it's not worth keeping yourself tied just to that. We also know that Allah Azza wa Jal has utaqa, has people that He frees from the fire every single night in Ramadan. And so it could be that your night in which you are forgiven, in which you are freed from the fire, is the 19th night of Ramadan, or the 25th, or the 28th, or maybe the last night of Ramadan. And so it's important to treat every night that way, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Now, what do we do on that night? First, what do you not do? Just like fasting starts off with what you're not supposed to do, so that you don't lose out on the reward, the same thing is true with Laylatul Qadr. As Imam al-Qudama rahimahullah said, what's to be avoided is mixing with the people, arguing, shopping, wasting time, all of these different things. So be mindful, dear brothers and sisters, of your iftars even. Your time at the masjid, the conversations that are happening in the masjid parking lots. That's not the time to do anything except for worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So keep your conversations to a minimum that night. If you can afford to not do any iftar parties, that's a time that you probably don't accept iftar invitations or waste your time with iftars, because the night starts at Maghrib. So a person could lose Laylatul Qadr over their iftar conversation, right? Just sitting together in the first few minutes, a comment slips, a backbiting, and you are deprived on that night. So first and foremost, don't sin on that night so that you don't disqualify yourself that night. Secondly, keep in mind that the Prophet ﷺ was described as Ahya al-Layl. He gave life to the night. And so give life to the night with ibadah. And that means ibadah in the most general sense of the word. Rotate between Quran and dua and qiyam and dhikr, whatever it may be, and sadaqah. Keep yourself busy that night by giving life to the night, bidnillahi ta'ala. Some of the scholars mention, subhanAllah, if you look at Surah Al-Alaq, which is right before Surah Al-Qadr, and of course it is Laylatul Qadr, it begins with the command of Iqra, read, and it ends with sujood, right? To make sajda, waqtarib, and to come close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so Laylatul Qadr is the best time to read, and it's the best time to prostrate. So keep yourself between reading the Quran and in sajda, in prostrating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and making dua to Allah azza wa jal. What constitutes catching Laylatul Qadr in that regard? So again, first and foremost, don't do anything that would disqualify you from it. It's important to mention, again, it starts at Maghrib. And Anas radiallahu anhu mentioned that the verse تَتَجَافَى جُنُوبُهُمْ عَنِ الْمَضَاجِعِ يَدْعُونَ رَبَّهُمْ خَوْفًا وَطَمَعًا, the verse in Surah As-Sajda about standing up and praying at night, referred to initially, or the way that the companions primarily interacted with that first was the time between Maghrib and Isha. So the night starts from Maghrib to Isha. You can pray sunan between Maghrib and Isha. That's Qiyam as well. So the start time is at Maghrib bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. And then make sure that you catch Isha in congregation, as is narrated from Sa'id ibn Musayyib that man shahid al-Isha min Laylatul Qadr faqad akhadha bihadlihi minha, that whoever attends Salatul Isha on the night of Laylatul Qadr, then he has taken his share of Laylatul Qadr. Think about it. The Prophet ﷺ mentioned that if you pray Isha in Jama'ah, it's like praying half the night. And if you pray Fajr in Jama'ah, it's like praying half the night, right? The second half of the night. So catch Isha and Fajr in Jama'ah, and inshallah ta'ala, you will get the whole night. So make sure that you catch Isha and Fajr in Jama'ah for each one of the last 10 nights. Also, pray with the Imam until he finishes. So when you pray your Taraweeh, if you're accustomed to leaving at some point earlier in Taraweeh, if you can stay the whole night, then do so. Because the Prophet ﷺ said that whoever prays Qiyam with the Imam until he finishes, it will be recorded for him that he spent the entire night in prayer. Imam Shafi'i rahimahullah said that as for the Salihin, as for the righteous ones, some of them spent more time praying, some spent more time in Quran, some spent more time in dua, and all of it counts. And that's important because, especially for sisters, for example, who can't pray. Just because you can't pray doesn't mean you're not catching Laylatul Qadr. You can spend the night in reading and making dua and doing dhikr, and bidnillahi ta'ala, you're still attaining the full reward of Laylatul Qadr. On top of that, if your niyyah was there to catch Laylatul Qadr, had you been able to pray with the salah, then you'll get the reward of your prayer anyway. So it goes back to the importance of your niyyah, your intention. Remember, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, "Man qama Laylatul Qadr imanan wa ihtisaban." Whoever stands up praying with faith and seeking the reward. So ihtasib, seek the reward, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, and you will find it, inshaAllah. It's also a night of accepted du'as. And so keep yourself busy. And the last part of the night is best, just like any other night. The last part of the night is best. So keep yourself busy. And what type of du'a should you make? Of course, أحب الدعاء إلى الله أجمعها. The best du'a to Allah are the comprehensive ones. So ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. These short du'as that are so comprehensive in their meaning, and your heartfelt du'as as well. And that's why the Prophet ﷺ told Aisha radiallahu anha very simply, Allahumma innaka afuwan tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Allahumma innaka afuwan tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. It is also narrated, Allahumma innaka afuwan karimun tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. This is something that all of us can memorize and just say as we're taking walks on that night, doing whatever we have to do. Allahumma innaka afuwan tuhibbul afwa fa'fu anni. Oh Allah, you are the forgiver. You love to forgive, so forgive me. So just keep saying this bi'idhnillahi ta'ala and keep yourself busy. There's also the command or the benefit of giving sadaqah. Imam al-Nawawi rahimahullah said that, our scholars said that being generous on that night is recommended in Ramadan, and especially during the last 10 nights, or being generous is recommended during Ramadan, and especially during the last 10 nights. And by doing so, of course, we're emulating the example of the Prophet ﷺ as well as the Salaf, as all good deeds are honored. And there's something to connect here, by the way, that dua changes qadr, as the Prophet ﷺ authentically said, and that is a night of qadr. That dua can change your qadr. Also, sadaqah, good deeds can extend your lifespan. And so there is a relationship between doing the deeds that affect qadr and Laylatul Qadr. So keep yourself busy, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, with that. And of course, subhanAllah, people are going to have different circumstances. Again, some sisters are going to feel like they missed out. You haven't missed out. The only thing you can't do is pray. Everything else, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, is available to you with its restrictions and limitations. If you have work life, then if you have to work, then do dhikr, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala, throughout the night. If you have to sleep some of the night, إِنِّي لَأَحْتَسِبُ نَوْمَتِي كَمَا أَحْتَسِبُ قَوْمَتِي. Think like Mu'adh radiallahu anhu. I seek the reward for my sleep the same way I seek the reward for my being awake. Be intentional about when you take that nap, bidnillahi ta'ala, and how you think about planning that entire night, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So again, it is a night that is full of blessing, dear brothers and sisters. Don't waste it. And don't think that you will miss out on it, bidnillahi ta'ala, so long as you keep yourself busy in some way with that which is good. I want to mention one more hadith, bidnillahi ta'ala. And that is because, obviously we're seeing what's happening with our brothers and sisters in Gaza. SubhanAllah, it hit me, over the last 2 years when I was told that some of our brothers and sisters in Gaza watch some of the stuff we do at Yaqeen. And this hadith is an authentic hadith where the Prophet ﷺ said, أَلَا أُنَبِّئُكُمْ بِلَيْلَةٍ أَفْضَلُ مِنْ لَيْلَةِ الْقَدْرِ. Shall I not tell you about a night that is greater than Laylatul Qadr? And he said, حَارِسٌ حَرَسَ فِي أَرْضِ خَوْفٍ لَعَلَّهُ أَنْ لَا يَرْجِعَ إِلَىٰ أَهْلِهِ. That a person who spends the night guarding his people in a land of fear, so much so that it is as if he will not return to his family. The people that are in Ribat, the people that are holding their ground, and they are the people of Gaza right now more than anything else. So let's not forget that Allah has not left anyone from this ummah out. Let's not leave anyone from this ummah out of our du'as. Keep the entire ummah of Muhammad ﷺ in your du'a, especially your brothers and sisters in Gaza, and your brothers and sisters in Sudan, and your brothers and sisters that are struggling around the world. Dear brothers and sisters, I pray that this has been beneficial to you. Again, please stay tuned, bi'idhnillah, for all the programming over these last 10 Keep us in your du'as. And again, if you can donate, inshallah ta'ala, to Yaqeen, make it one of your good deeds of these last 10 nights. I pray that it will be accepted for you. Barakallahu feekum. May Allah bless you all. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.